Hello, guys. This is Clinton Smith coming at you live from Los Angeles, California, and I wanted to take a quick second here to jump on and go over a little bit of business training. As I'm hoping is the case, you're probably either running your own business at home, looking for an online income, or you're actually searching for something. And so this exclusive business training that will be brought to you today is by Smith Publishing Inc. And this is Clinton Smith. And, the reason why I put together this training is I've been working from home for about 15 years. And during that time, I've had to deal with a lot of challenges that come with the luxuries of working from home. And so what I see, though, after I started to get online a few years ago was that, basically entrepreneurs and people who work from home a lot of times experience some of the same challenges, that I've experienced along the way and things that I've had to overcome. So I wanted to share that with you today so that you could also, maybe it might help you in some way. And if so, that's great. Even if it's one little thing, this is going to be a very short presentation. I promise you that. Expect it to last no more than about 4 minutes. So, starting now. Okay, so, is it safe to say or assume that you want to make money working from home to gain financial independence and to break the chains that have been holding you back and break them forever? If you answered yes to that question, or if you agree, give me a 1. Reply back, and if you disagree, give me a 2. All right, that's what I thought. So in other words, you're looking for business success, right? I mean, is that another safe assumption? I'd say yeah, probably. If you're working at home and you have a home business, or you're trying to get a home business, you're going to want to see business success. I don't know anybody who wants to see business failure. If you do know somebody that wants to see business failure, then keep them as far away from me as possible, because I don't want any of their bad vibes rubbing off on me. Okay, no, we want to achieve business success. So what is business success? Does anybody have a definition for that? Succeed in business, right? That's one way to do it. Let's see, and it could probably get more complicated than that, but whatever your answers are, let's just say it can be distilled down to its simplest form. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. And so, like I said, I promised this video would only be about 4 minutes, but I also promised it might be the most important 4 minutes of your life. And here's why. If you're spending time online trying to start a business or doing any kind of home-based business, and you haven't figured this out yet, then ring, 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 the bell's going off right now. You need to call me right away, and let's set up a consultation so I can help you with your business. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name's Clinton Smith. I have an MBA in Finance and Marketing from Pepperdine University and a Bachelor of Science in Business Management after graduating with honors in 2009. And I've been working online for about the last 8 years. During that time, I've tried every single program you can imagine. And I've seen, I don't know, maybe not everything, right? But I'm being a little bit exaggerative, if you will. But the truth is, I've tried a lot, and I failed a lot. And I had a lot of struggles. And I don't want you to have to go through that, which is why I'm doing this training today. So, with that being said, let's get on the line together. Let's talk about your business. Let's figure out if something's not working. However, so what are the 2 main things to remember when running a business from home? Well, let's see. If you want to achieve business success, you're going to have to recognize the difference between expense-producing activities, right, and profit-generating activities. And if you were to allocate right now, if you had a graph and let's call it a pie chart, and you were able to determine how many profit generating activities you partake in within a day versus how many expense producing activities you partake in a day. You know, this could help you, right, with getting insight as to what you're doing. That's the first thing. So what are you doing now? Where is your objective? Where's your goal? What do you want to achieve? And, you know, how are you going to compensate by modifying what you're doing now, today, more of these profit generating activities versus what you have been doing in the past, such as expense producing activities. So let's talk about expense producing activities. Okay, let's see. So we've got our expense producing activities. What kind of activities go into creating expenses for your business? Well, I'd listed a few, and it could go on and on. In fact, if you guys really like this training, which I'm hoping you do and will like this training and want to see much more of it, if that's the case, then I imagine you'll let me know what it's like for you to get this type of training and the type of training you want to see in the future. So, with expense producing activities right now, buying products to the point of overwhelm. Stop that. Stop that now. Quit painstakingly doing research without a plan. So if you're just randomly out looking around, searching for something like a buried treasure, stop doing that. Okay? Eliminate training such as buying, info products, buying random info products disguised as training from various marketers, but not sure who to trust yet. If that's you, eliminate that. Eliminate it now from your mind and your subconscious and your unconscious and conscious mind. Just get rid of that, okay? And I want you to, instead of doing things like checking your emails just because and going back and forth like 1,000 times a day, you want to systemize and eliminate unnecessary things. And you might be saying, well, I got a Gmail account. How does that result in an expense-producing activity? Well, if your business is, whatever you're doing in your business, if you're not doing a revenue-producing activity, but you're spending time doing something else, well, your time allocation alone is worth $1 value. And later we're going to teach you how to, I'm going to show you a trick and show you some really cool tools to teach you exactly what you are earning now per hour, factoring everything in, and then what you want to get to and how much you'd have to make per day to get there. But we'll get into that later on another training date. For now, my point is you want to systemize and eliminate any pointless stuff, checking emails just because, looking at all the other, maybe if you're learning a little bit of copy, that's one thing, but you shouldn't be doing a lot of that. You should have chunked out time frames for checking your emails, okay? Or doing training for that matter, whatever it is. You need to, if you're engaging in social media and attempting to harness and balance, believe me, what this has the potential to either be a complete godsend when you have a system and a plan, or the devil reincarnate himself when you don't. So, develop a strategy for social media. Eliminate forever various softwares that are not working for your business or have no function for your business. All right, I could think of, you're randomly buying products. Well, sit down. Get a plan first if you don't already have one. And if you do, well, let's talk. That's a different discussion, but we can talk more about that. You can get a hold of me and we can help you with that part. But for now, other expense-producing activities, you're going to need to develop a legal shield. You're going to need to develop finance and accounting. And here's where it starts to get good. You need to begin creating products of your own that you can sell so that you can generate revenue, right? So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then you want to have a list building system in place that allows you to build your list and create solutions to problems for others in exchange for money. And so you'll want to continue those activities. right? Excellent. Okie dokie. So, let's talk about profit generating activities. And what kind of profit generating activities might you engage in? Getting close on time here, so I'm going to speed it up as well. You know, you can have all of the following, such as product launches, sales calls, follow-up phone calls, online, offline meetings, advertising, direct mail, content distribution. Now, obviously, some of those aspects over here, in fact, all of them, are expense producing, as well as some and all, in a way, of these activities over here are eventually going to be revenue producing. But you want to eliminate as many of the unnecessary expense items and start getting busy on the most profitable, easy to implement, revenue, profit generating activities. Okay, so revenue and then profit. So one way to do it is through product launches. You know, you can have an ebook, video series, coaching program priced at different, tiers so that you can ladder up prospects as they go through your list building funnel. Secondly, business launches as well. So you want to launch a business product. You can survey the market. You can create paid webinar trainings addressing the number one problem. Record a webinar, create transcripts, videos, create audio, DVDs, create a shock and awe package. I'll tell you what that is in a minute, and direct mail to follow up with your customers. Anyway, you can create this almost on tap using a survey method that I've learned in one of my masterminds, and using that coupled with a list building method and the product launch formula, you can build your list while getting paid at the same time, and it's amazing. So there you go. That's product launches. Sales calls, you're going to need to do lead generation, market research, networking connections, working in relationships. You need to do that. You need follow-up appointment settings. This is eventually, right, over time, if you don't have this in place yet. You can have meetings in various formats, Skype, Periscope. You could do it on Facebook. You could even do some of it on Twitter. That might not be applicable. This is also media, obviously, opportunities, social and paid. Plus, we get into that here. You got advertising. This is just a few. It's not anywhere near what's out there. But email, text, Google, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. These are the channels primarily. We could talk about the actual, types of advertising. Those are the, should say, channels for advertising. And then traffic, would come from that. But anyway, then we've got the direct mail, follow-up offline, and then we've got the content distribution. So when you're doing more of these and less of those, you're going to see success. And I hope we did it in the allotted amount of time. Thank you for listening. If you like this, be sure to let me know, and I'll continue where I started so that you can continue with an exclusive business training being brought to you on a regular basis.